Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? It's a beautiful day. I am hoping for a beautiful weekend. It's supposed to be in the 60s today. Looking at my phone telling me what temperature it is. Good morning, Crystal. Hey, Jerry, how are you doing? Reap what you sow. Let's see here. Oh, what do you know? It warmed up a little bit. It says it's 43 now. Valley in the Bluffs, good morning. But according to my little tattletale leash here, it says it's supposed to be 65 today. I can live with that. I can live with that big time. Donald's sick today. Oh, that ain't good. 3 new babies hit the ground. Holy cow. Good morning, Shayla. How are you this morning? Yep, it's supposed to be a nice day today. Good day to get outside. At least here. I don't know about there, but runneth over gardening life. Good morning. Oh, yep, supposed to be a beautiful day here. Not quite sure which way to turn this dadgum thing. Hey, there we go. That's better. Now I'm a little more in the center. Yeah, babies are always good. 3 new babies hit the ground over there. That's something else. Always like having them little babies hit the ground. So it's always good. But yep. So what y'all been up to this week? You saw what I've been up to, making a video. Well, this week and the end of last week, as you can tell. I kept forgetting where I left off though, so I'd have all these clips where I was. Is this random fact number 3, number 4, number 8, number 7? That's the problem with doing it over multiple days. But, when that random fact grabs you, that's when you go, oh yeah! So you film it real quick. Less than 5 minutes ago they hit the ground. Wow. Morning, Built on the Rock. How you guys doing over there? So, yeah, it was kind of crazy here this week. So, had little ones being sick and then feeling better, and then us not feeling good, and then us feeling better. It's been a heck of a week. So, I did something at work and pinched my shoulder or something, so it's been hurting. And I made a big mistake. I forgot to refill my arthritis medication 2 weeks ago, and so I ran out last week. I ran out on Monday, so I've been without all week, so I was hurting. Well, it took about 2 days, but then I was hurting. But nose been dripping for a week, huh? Yeah. I know how that feels. Sure you are, Shayla. You are most definitely that interesting. I know y'all can come up with 10 random facts. It doesn't just have to be about you. It could be about the boys too. It could be about your husband. It don't matter. I know y'all can do it. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, man, those scripts catch up with you real quick. I forgot to fill mine. Whoo-wee, did I pay the price. I just got back on it yesterday, and since yesterday was payday, so hopefully by Sunday I'll start feeling a little better. Man, I'm here to tell you, every joint in my body aches. Nothing that some good hard work and some sunshine won't help, right? There you go, Crystal. Shayla, make them boys think for you. Yeah, you know they'll come up with some great stuff. I asked my 5-year-old about something. She said, I like Roblox. Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to make it to the shindig. We are just now getting our finances straightened out for the year, thanks to tax returns and getting a couple loans paid off. So, but we definitely won't have the money for that this year. But we are most definitely going to make it to the Bayou Bash. The wife and I have discussed it, and I told her that if nothing else, that's my Father's Day present, is that I want to go to the Bayou Bash. So it's time to come back and get some real food. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good food everywhere, but I'm here to tell you, Louisiana knows how to make some food. Without a doubt. So, of course, if I really want it, I just have to convince my wife into cooking since she's from Louisiana. So, Runneth Over Garden Life, we appreciate that. Thank you so much for popping in. You have a blessed day as well. Shayla, I hope you do go to the Bayou Bash. That'd be awesome to see y'all there. If we are planning, the general plan is that we're going to go to the Bayou Bash and HOA. So those are the two on our list this year. So I'm hoping and praying that everything works out, everything goes smooth, and that that's what we can do. I mean, for us to get a family of 4 all the way out to Port Royal, Virginia, that's going to be some doing. So we may go out a couple days in advance and see my daughter in South Carolina. But yeah, that's kind of how we are, Crystal. We're going to the Bayou Bash just because it's close to home. I mean, the Shindig's close to home too, but we decided that okay, I decided, because I want to go get some food. Is that bad, y'all? I gotta go get some food, you know. But next year we're going to try and hit as many as we can. So, but just saving the money to go to HOA is a chore. I mean, with airline tickets and everything else, since we're so far away, we're looking at probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $4,000. So, and that ain't chump change. So, but we're gonna give it a go and try and get there. So, because it's definitely worthwhile. Maybe the Buckeye Sizzler. Yeah, I'd love to get to all of them. I really would. I would love to be able to get to all of them. I told my wife I'd love to go to the Baker Creek show. I'd love to go to the Baker Creek show out in California too. I just don't know. Being from Northern California, it would be nice to get back out there see some family as well as show my wife where I grew up. There you go, breakfast in the cast iron. That's where it's supposed to be. Well, there and in your belly. So yeah, I'd love to be able to get back there and show her where I grew up. So, but we can only hope, right? Yes, I'm setting my coffee down on the floor. Unfortunately, my daughter has her princess tent set up in my corner, so I don't have room for my coffee table. Oh, Kiri, that's right. I forgot you went to college out in California. Yeah, I grew up in Northern California in a little town called Sloat. It's about an hour from Reno, Nevada, and right in the heart of the Sierra Nevada mountains. So going over to Sonoma, we used to go over there and watch the races. So that was no big deal. Sonoma State. Yep. Yeah, we used to go over to well, what is it called now? Is it Infineon Raceway? Something like that. It used to be Sears Point. But we used to go over there and watch the races, and I got into racing go-karts, and so I'd go over there and race, but that was a whole lot of fun. So, but then when I got first base I got stationed at was in Southern California, so I went pretty much back where I was born. So the first base I was at was Norton Air Force Base in San Bernardino, California, and I was born in Fontana, so right next door. And then I got moved all over the place, so 22 years. Yep, Torrance, know right where that's at. I know Crystal said Donald was from Texarkana, which is just right up the road from where my house is in East Texas. I know where Rackerby's at. Good morning, two family. How are you this morning, Sherry? I hope everybody's having a good morning. I know this is it's a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day here. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, So we're looking forward to a beautiful day. Country Homestead Preacher, good morning. Texarkana, Texan. Okay. See, so he's even closer to my side of the fence. Yeah, for some of you that don't know, I've got a house out in Wascom, Texas, over in East Texas, which is right across the state line from Shreveport, Louisiana. So, there you go. You guys go live and show those new babies. Cool. Collided in Gettysburg. Collided is probably the right word, isn't it, Crystal? I know my wife and I, as those of you that have watched my video know, we met on Facebook, and we used to play a game on Facebook called Vampire Wars, and that's how we met. So I was living in Wascom at the time. I had already retired from the Air Force, so and was working as the head of security for a company called General Cable. Donald probably knows that name because, if I'm not mistaken, there's one in Texarkana too. But I worked for the company that provided security for them anyway. I was their head of security. I also worked at the Coca-Cola plant in Texarkana doing security for them. So, but I've been looking online the last few days. I'm interested in Okinawan sweet potatoes. So they're purple skinned but white flesh. So they're also known as Hawaiian sweet potatoes. But yeah, I remember that you guys met on WoW. So for those of you that don't know, WoW is World of Warcraft. The only reason I know it is because all of my kids played it. Excuse me. My oldest daughter, Devin, she was always into Dungeons and Dragons. So she didn't get too hooked on WoW, but she did play. But she's like 2 classes now from finishing her bachelor's degree on app design. So she's designing apps for mobile devices. So, but yeah, you see me looking at my phone. That's what I'm looking at is the sweet potatoes. I've been trying to find this also known as Hawaiian sweet potato and uala, Okinawan sweet potato. It's let's see if I can y'all see that? It's got a white skin and a purple flesh. So they say it's supposed to be really good. So I'd like to get a couple just for seed stock for slips. Crystal, y'all still play D&D, huh? I don't play the games I used to play. I play a couple apps on my phone. That's about it anymore. So good morning, Holly Ridge Homestead. How you doing this morning? Hey, I'm glad you stopped in. Farm in our backyard. Good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Well, that's what I'm trying to do, Crystal. I want to get some of these taters so I can get some slips going, and I would love to get a bunch of these going. They're, like I said, they're supposed to be really good. So good. Oh, hey Nathan. Yeah, you definitely got to have your coffee going. Matter of fact, mine's getting low. It's a good thing I always fill up my thermos too. You don't play any games, but every other ad is on YouTube is for a dang game. Yeah, I think you got that right. You got that right. I think just about every other ad is for games on YouTube. Well, at least mine, because my daughters are always getting on my phone or on my account. So I have all these strange things pop up on my account. At least I've got them not to subscribe to stuff anymore on my account. I looked at one the other day, and all of a sudden I was subscribed to what's it called? Ryan's Toy something, and Cookie World, Cookie Swirl, something like that. Anyway, my 5-year-old loves them, so I had to set up an account just for her so she could have her own account, so I didn't have to watch that stuff. Good morning, Corgills. How you doing this morning? Old Redding Farm. Good morning. You're starting white flesh, white skin sweet potatoes. Okay, okay. Kiri, yeah, you got that right. I had a bunch of them that did that too. My ads were all actually, my ads were in French for a little while. So my wife said hers were in Spanish. So mine were in French. I was like, this is weird. Sorry, catching up on messages here. Pathways Homestead. Good morning from Kansas. Good morning from eastern New Mexico. We just sitting around shooting the breeze, drinking coffee, tea, whatever else y'all may be drinking. That their what kombucha stuff? I don't know. Don't care for it myself. I'll drink coffee, and when I was drinking it, sweet tea. So yep. But yeah, we're gonna get out in the. I think we're gonna get out in the garden today. I think so. And I picked up some more gladiola bulbs. So we're gonna. Maddie and I are gonna go out, and I think we're gonna fill in all the areas in between where we planted gladiolas before. So we're just gonna make that whole walkway nothing but gladiolas on that one side, so, just for the heck of it. Oh, Redding Farm, I know we're looking forward to it too. I've already got somebody at one point in time planted some garlic along the edge of our grass by our house, and well, they planted it in a big clump in the corner. And then last year, my wife and I dug it all up and spread it all out along the edge. So, and we managed to harvest some of it that did pretty good, but this year it overwintered. So we're kind of aching to see how it does this year. I got a whole big garlic bed out back anyway, but which is doing real good. So maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll do a little filming while I'm out there and show you how the garlic's doing, how the seedlings I planted are doing. My tomatoes are all, probably 3-4 inches tall already. So, and so we'll be transplanting those in no time. I've got them all in those 3-inch pots, but I don't think they'll stay in there very long. So they're reaching for the sky pretty hard. So. Farm in our backyard, Nathan, you got that right. Sweet tea made right is really good, but not good for you. So, well, I don't make it like a lot of true Southerners do. I don't do 4 cups of sugar and 2 cups of tea. I jest. I do make it nice and sweet when I do make it. So I did start making it with honey, so it's a whole lot better for us. But since we're trying to cut sugar carbohydrates out, that's what we had to do. Oh, that stinks that your glads are annuals. Yeah, I'm hoping that these will do pretty good. So, Shayla says her dad grows a whole section of the garden just in glads. I'm telling you, they're I can't overwinter a lot. The garlic overwintered well. We were able to overwinter some kale, and I overwintered my carrots this year, which shocked the living daylights out of me. Of course, they're not real big, but they overwintered. They survived. But my my rosemary plant, I had thought about pulling it up. Instead, I just left it, and it started out about 6 inches tall and about 3 inches across, and now it looks like a bush. Now it's about 18 inches tall and 18 inches wide. So, so we got plenty of rosemary. So that may be getting picked to go in the dehydrator here shortly. So at least some of it. What, Dixie? My chocolate lab pestering me this morning, telling me she wants loves. Good morning, Misty. How are you this morning? That potato soup looked good, I'm here to tell you. So. Yeah, I'm here to tell you, reap what you sow. She definitely made some nice stuff the other day. I was watching that. I used to do pottery back in the day, back when I was in college. Yeah, I probably took the pottery class to either meet girls or avoid a real class, but what the heck, it was fun. Although all I tended to make was some odd shaped large coffee mugs and some things to put plants in and hang them on the wall. Other than that, I wasn't much good at it. I did make a pretty good bowl once. But I envy people that are that creative. I'm creative, but not like that. Yeah, not like that. Rupert so said Jerry's going to get her hair ready, so because she's got to go live later. Oh, sorry. I'm doing this all from a laptop, and I got it propped up on a table, sitting on top of a plastic tote, so that it sits somewhat eye level. Oh, that way y'all can see me. I don't know if y'all can see any of those pictures I got up on the wall. They're well, let's see if I can. That one and that one, those are both in Venice, Italy. That one over there is from Northern California. Makes it kind of look like the sky's on fire. And that one up there at the top, that one's at the Vatican. And that one on the top on that side is from the Vatican. So I went TDY when I was in the Air Force. I went TDY to Italy about 5 different times. So I managed to get in and around some places. Good morning, Tony Shelley. How are you this morning? So yeah, I managed to get over there and was able to take some nice pictures and stuff like that. So they were a lot of fun. I know somebody asked me about one of them the other day. But that's what they are. Pictures of Italy, pictures of my youth. So I was definitely blessed to get a little traveling in when I was in the service. So I got to Italy and Spain, Germany, England, Denmark, Guam. As anybody who follows me on Facebook saw, I posted a thing recently with the 50 states, and to mark the ones where you've been and put a heart next to the ones you've lived in. I guess the average number for people is supposed to be like 8. Well, I'm way above the average. They said you got to count landing there at an airport. So, well, in that case, I've been to Hawaii. We landed on the tarmac and were there for about 4.5 hours and then left. I never left the flight line. So I could see the beach, but that was about as close as I got to it. We kept trying to talk the crew chief into breaking the plane so we could stay for a little while, but he wasn't having any of it. So, but we did get to go, on that trip, we did get to go over to Okinawa, so that was pretty cool. So, yep. But it was nice from, good morning, Ridge Life. How you guys doing this morning? You can let her out. You can let her come see. Go on, Dixie. Go on. Go on. We have wood floors, and Dixie is knocking on 11 years old, and she slips on the floors, and she doesn't like it. So she tiptoes everywhere. I put down rugs, a bunch of throw rugs, so that she'd have something to walk on, but she still tiptoes. Catch up on my comments here. Oh, Curie, there you go. Got a couple bags of garden soil for $6, huh? That's nice. Always nice. Yeah, see, today is going to be sunny, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be, I think, 50% chance of rain, so I guess we're going to get a little wet. Used to have a pastor who landed in Nagasaki a couple days after it was bombed. Wow. Yeah, I bet that was something. Good morning, Jessica at J Love Adventures. Yeah, that had to have been something else back then. I know my great uncle was a pilot back then. He did 45 and a half years in the military, so he retired a brigadier general in the Air Force. But yeah, he used to talk to me about that stuff, about what it was like. And he was going there. I mean, I don't know if he was there days afterwards, but without a doubt months. So sunshine and 60 there in West Tennessee, huh? That sounds good to me. It's sunshine and supposed to be 65 here today. So I like that. Tony and Shelley say it's supposed to be rain there today. Well, that can't necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, after all, being up there by the lake, you guys need as much water as you can since you're giving it all to Southern California. growing up in that country, I know exactly what it's like not to have water. So, Misty, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in. Y'all have a great day. Next 2 days sunny all week. All next week it's supposed to rain. Holy cow. Appreciate that, Todd. Pop on the other account. We do appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Oh, there you go. Go get a truckload of manure. We have a lot of dairies around here, around by where I work out at the base. And matter of fact, there's one right up against the base. And I talked to him last week, but the guy wasn't in that I needed to talk to. They said to come back this next week. But if there's ever a ton of crap, it's going to be at a dairy. So, yeah, I talked to them and they said to come out and talk to their barn manager this next week, and so I may be getting a pickup load of it myself. I don't think they've decided yet whether I get to have a pickup load of their composted manure or their hot manure. So either way, it'd be just fine with me. If I get a truckload of their hot manure, I'll throw it on my compost heap. If I get a truckload of their composted manure, well, then it'll just go straight in the garden. But I also found just right down the road from me an alpaca farm. So, and that can go straight on the garden. It doesn't even have to be composted. So I'm gonna get over there and talk to them. I spoke briefly with them about a month ago, but they couldn't really talk. So a lot of boats heading to Amistad yesterday, huh? I bet there was. Off Kilter Homestead, good morning. Homestead Odyssey, good morning, Crystal. How are you this morning? All right, we gotta top off the old coffee cup here. Yes, I bring a thermos. You got to be prepared, right? Everybody used to give me hell when I was in the service. Never understood why I was always hanging on to the MREs that nobody wanted to eat, and the extra MREs and stuff like that. They just didn't understand, It's the way I was raised. Be prepared, So, gotta have extra all the time. If not extra. Triple redundancy is always good. Let's see. We got some. Going to clean out some goat pens, huh? Always fun. If you drive to Sacramento, you can get a whole truckload of crap from the governor, huh? Yeah, you're probably right there. And no, there's no might. They'll definitely tax you for it. Off Kilter's yard sailing today. There you go. Be a good day for it. So, my wife and I were just talking the other day about how sometimes we miss southwestern Missouri. because there was always yard sales or, swap meets or flea markets or something going on. So there just ain't a lot of it. There ain't a lot of it here. They do have some over in Lubbock, so which is pretty nice. They got some pretty good ones over there. So we're going to, I think next weekend we may try and get over that way, just see what they got, if they're open yet. So I got to look that up first. Crystal 1 and Crystal 2, yeah, you got that right. And the other day we had a almost all crystal live. Curie's 90 miles from Del Rio, huh? I put in for jobs down there, several of them. That's a long way south for me. Well, I can't really say long way south, but it's quite a ways. Since El Paso is only about 6 hours from me. Kind of like just going for a nice little drive. Not like what I used to do when I was working out at White Sands. I drove from White Sands, which is Las Cruces, New Mexico, all the way to East Texas, where we were living. So I did that every weekend or every other weekend for quite a while. So now that's a drive. Snowbirds are down in Florida, so all you're drunk because snowbirds love buying junk. No. My mom and pop just left Florida, so they've been in and out of that area for going on 3 years now, bouncing around in campground hosting. So they just went up to Georgia. So, yes, Shayla, White Sands is beautiful. I enjoyed the heck out of it out there. Ridge Life was raised in southeast Missouri. Okay, yeah, we were more southwest, south central. Buffalo, Missouri, north of Springfield. So, but I know that probably know the area you're talking about. I was working in St. Louis and driving back and forth between St. Louis and East Texas pretty much every weekend when I was working for Boeing, when I first went to work for them. So, yeah, it's Holly Ridge. You'd remember it. Del Rio. It's a pretty nice area down there. So at least I always enjoyed it. But I kind of like the desert, but I like the desert mountains, which is probably why I'm not a big fan of where I'm at now. Too flat. It's kind of a plateau here, so there's just nothing here but wind. Lots of wind. Always wind. Uh-oh, Curie's got hog problems. Interesting side note on hog problems. When I was living in East Texas, one of the first things I did when I retired from the Air Force was I put an ad on Craigslist, and my ad said, for those of you that've been around a little while like myself, you'll recognize it right away. But my ad said, "Have gun, will travel." And then underneath it, I put hog problems, big question marks. And I went all over the place for about a year. Traveled all over Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, killing hogs for people. So, yep, I got had 3 big traps that were already set up for just rolling right up onto a trailer. And oh, you need trees. Yeah, I bet you do. We have 2. Well, 2 in an overgrown bush in our yard. But I encourage that overgrown bush. So those hogs, they are vicious. Wapapello, huh? I don't want to say Wapapello 10 times fast. I get too tongue-tied. Game Changer Junior trap. I don't know. I cheat. I built mine, so I just built mine out of hog wire, and I went and picked up some 8-foot panels. I just went and picked up 5 8-foot panels, and welded one to the bottom, 2 sides, cut one in half, and then put one over the top. 4x4x8 trap, done. And then we put my pops helped me put some wheels on it. And we just pick up one end of it, and well, we welded some 1/2-inch pipe on the back side, and then you'd lift up the back, slide the wheels in, and then you could just pick it up and pretty much tote it wherever you wanted it. So. Oh, Carrie, they will reproduce quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm here to tell you. One of the places that I used to go to, he is a retired sheriff in Louisiana, and when it started, he had 6 hogs. By the time he got a hold of me, 3 of those 6 had 8 babies or more apiece. So, and that was only about a 4-month period, 3.5, 4-month period. And so 3 of those had babies, and another one was pregnant. So, I mean, they quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm here to tell you. Of course, that was a really good year for me for pigs. I think I took 27 of them just off of his place. So, and I got one of them had 11 babies, and I got her out of my blind, and the next morning we caught all but one of the babies in one of the traps. So, without mama to tell them, no, don't go in there. They just wandered right in. So, all your neighbors are hunters. Well, see, that was the difference. My ad said have gun will travel, but I also bow hunt. So I had a lady in well, just north of Dallas area that she had them in her yard, and she had 2.5 acres, but she had neighbors, so you couldn't really shoot. Well, I bow hunt. So I took 4 of them off of her property too. So a deputy in Northwest Louisiana. Holly Ridge, I can pretty much guarantee you and I know a lot of the same areas. I retired at Barksdale Air Force Base, if that gives you a hint. Well, Homestead Odyssey, y'all have fun cleaning out that barn. have a great Saturday and a great Sunday. So I know you're going to be busy out there, but enjoy yourself. Always good to get a good day's work in. Make you feel like you accomplished something. Well, you know how to shoot, but oh, bad depth perception will do it without a doubt. So, Tony and Shelly, y'all have a great day. Yep, got to go get some stuff done before it gets to raining. There you go. There you go. Hey, I can't remember if California's got that water catchment thing going or not. But if they don't, maybe y'all should start some. Save it before they feed all the stuff from the lake out down to Southern California. Well, Kerry, that's not a bad thing, right? You know, if they're not doing their job, that's what happens. They lose the election. So, yeah. Yeah, I hunted all over northwest Louisiana, northeast Texas, southwest Arkansas. The nice part is all three of those states have declared that that hogs are a nuisance animal, so you don't even have to have a hunting license to depredate them. So, which is very nice. So very nice, especially for people that are trying to get rid of the dadgum things. You know, I mean, they do millions of dollars worth of damage every year. So my got a good friend who's had a house down on Toledo Bend, and they would get hogs would just tear their whole yard up. So, and quick, fast, and in a hurry, you know. Oh, absolutely, slaughter them when you can. I knew one of the guys that he had land, so he had pens set up. He had 4x4 pens. I know that don't seem like much, but he had 4x4 pens and he had 8x8 pens built out of rail ties, so they were super strong. And the ones that we caught in the traps, we would load up onto the trailer and take them out to his property and put them in those pens and grain them out for about a month before we slaughtered them. So they'd be nice and cleaned out and get a little layer of fat going. And so that's part of the problem with them wild ones. There ain't much fat on them, so they're pretty lean, except during the grow season when they're doing the most damage to your crops, you know. So, Howland Dog Ranch, Amanda, good morning. How are y'all this morning? Oh, the coffee is without a doubt good. It's from Louisiana. It's community coffee. That's the one thing we decided not to give up. I told my wife we're trying anyway. Not super successful, but we are trying to source as much as we can. We decided not to go 100 miles just because of where we live. So we're going 200 miles. So we're trying to source everything that we eat and stuff like that, other than the stuff that we get from Azure Standard, like coconut oil and stuff like that. So, but all the stuff that we get from Azure Standard is fantastic anyway. But otherwise, we try and source most of the stuff that we eat local, except for coffee. I'm not giving up my community coffee. So. Oh, there you go. Window greenhouse going up this weekend. Nice. I'm pulling up old weed cloth, pulling up staples, because next weekend I'm running the tiller through. So I'm widening out my my garden a little bit. So about to start your second pot, huh? Yeah, this is a 30-ounce cup, so this is my third cup. So so I'm on my second pot. But, absolutely, man. To document that, once you start putting up that window greenhouse, document it. You know, I mean, I know sometimes some people think it's a little bit boring, but if you gotta just do clips here and there, do clips here and there. You know, either way, it'll be fun to watch it go up. So, at least in our community, because we all enjoy that stuff. Oh, Kiri, that ain't good. Got a hog chasing pregnant goats. That is definitely not good. Shayla's got to go make more coffee. Yep, I agree. I agree. Well, I've been doing nothing but drinking coffee this morning, and I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So. A makeshift greenhouse? Come on, Jessica. Ain't no makeshift. Super easy. Matter of fact, I'm probably sometime in the next, in the next 2 weeks, I'll be doing a couple of videos on making quick, easy cold frames using PVC, and I'll probably be doing a PVC hoop house. Well, maybe not in the next couple weeks, maybe in the next month. But I'm going to do a PVC hoop house. So, and as much wind as I have here, I'm definitely going to have to tie it all down. But here you guys get 6 deputies. Oh, you get new deputies every 6 months. Okay. Only department on shift. The fire marshal. Oh, geez. Yeah, it sounds like you guys got a pretty terrible group of people out there that just want to sit around and do nothing. Good morning, Mandy. How are you this morning? Yeah, we definitely got to get that hoop house up and get it anchored down real good. I got all the stuff to do it. I got to take a piece of my my material to Lowe's with me, probably today, and see what size PVC I can get over the top of it. I'm hoping that a piece of 1-inch PVC will slide over it. If it will, then that's what I'm going to use to anchor it down. So I'll anchor that sucker down, and we'll be good to go. So it's just going to be a small one. I was going to do quite a bit bigger one, but after seeing the layout of my backyard and how I plan to expand my garden this year, and I didn't want to throw shade. I didn't want to put any extra shade on my garden, so I'll probably be doing like just a little 10 by 12 greenhouse. But I am going to do a couple of cold frames pretty much the same way. So if nothing else, at least to show how to make them. So don't know that I'll have a whole lot of use for them. Well, I will for probably another month and a half, and after that, just won't need them. So, but I'll probably get one built anyway. I'll put one over the top of my garlic bed. Let that garlic grow. So I might even put a pepper plant or 2 in there, just for the heck of it. Up and moving, being a delightful foul-mouthed ray of sunshine. Hey, there you go. Isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Catherine from Little Bits of Heaven posted something on her Facebook the other day as a little meme that said that the F word was her favorite word. And I told her that that scenes from the Boondock Saints are coming to mind. So it's not only is it my favorite word, but it'll probably be the last several words that I say. So, but Carrie says her new sheriff goes to her church, and you decided that a vote for Donald Duck rather than the current sheriff. Yeah, I bet. You know, when you get somebody that's just not doing their job, it's definitely one way. Vote them out. You know, get rid of them. So, got to do it. Get it done. You know, everybody needs to let their voice be heard, so to speak. Oh, definitely, Mandy. The F word and all of its variations make life colorful. They say that the most intelligent people use it. So, I guess we're all intelligent, right? But, well, y'all, we've been going a little over an hour talking about life. I guess we should all go out and get our day started and actually do something productive. I do appreciate everybody stopping in and talking to me this morning. I enjoy chatting with y'all in the mornings. So, but y'all go out and be productive. Get some stuff done. Plant some seeds. You know, as my saying goes, no dough, no problem. Just grow. So, y'all go out and get her done. We appreciate y'all. And Mandy says she's a effing genius then. See? I'm telling you. Y'all have a blessed day. I hope y'all get everything accomplished that you wanted to get accomplished. And just have a fantastic and blessed day, y'all. I appreciate you, and God bless y'all.